Hi everyone, just a heads up that this podcast may have explicit language that may be offensive to some people. We do try to avoid it, but Nathan has a filthy mouth. Anyway, cheers for listening and we hope you enjoy the podcast. The Leftovers podcast.
Last night's conversation.
Let me entertain you and entertain the idea that I am entertaining you. I don't know, go on, it's fine.
I'm going to keep that in. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the fucking Leftovers podcast.
You told me not to
How are we
swear
doing?
and you're
I
already
don't
swearing.
give a shit, mate. I'm just kidding.
Wait, has it started?
Yeah, we've just started.
You
mate.
should tell me when it started.
I
'cause
did.
You've
That's
said
what
it started 4 fucking times, and every time it hasn't actually started. So you should have been like, okay, we're actually starting for real this time. 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, we're actually starting for real this time. 3, 2, 1, go.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Bloody Leftovers podcast. I'm your boy, Rhys and Nathan Morris at the same time.
Hey,
here
guys, I'm
hosting this
Nathan.
episode. Shut the fuck up, Michael. You're not in now. Sorry, I already swore, but it's fine. No, bloody. So Nathan, we're only 5 episodes in, and he's managed to not show up to this episode because
So we had to get because he was working,
because he was
which is
working.
fair enough.
Yep. It's not even committed. It's fine.
No,
Not
Michael,
mad.
don't come onto my podcast and our podcast. Sorry, Nathan. It's not my podcast. It's our podcast.
I would have been fine. I'm fine with Nathan, but when you had Stephen Price on, fair enough. Stephen Price is a bloody legend, but he said he's by far the best. guest
Yeah.
we've had on.
How did you feel about that? He was like fucking completely dogged you in that.
It's
mate.
fine. It's fine.
Is
I'm
it
not
fine?
mad. Yeah,
Just
mhm.
disappointed.
Not mad, just disappointed. No, but like I mean, honestly, Stephen Price though, it's a bit of a competition, you know.
Yeah.
He is a pretty big legend, and I'm wearing the same
headphones
that Stephen Price wore, so I'm basically Stephen Price.
Yep, basically.
Basically, Stephen Price is so Australian. Their name's Steve.
Steve!
Steve.
Fuck, that's gonna clip. Sorry for all the headphone listeners.
Yeah.
But yeah, last week we had Stephen Price on the podcast. First off, before we get any further, just wanted to say thank you again to Stephen. You're a fucking legend.
Yeah.
And it was a privilege.
Imagine having the name Steve.
It would be imagine having a main name Steve. It would be even better. Just be
Dr.
like,
Stephen
"Oi,
Strange.
Steve! Fucking yeah!
Honestly, I didn't know that Stephen could have been spelt with like a PH in it until I watched Doctor Strange. Because like I thought Stephen is always spelt with a V, not with a PH. Like
Stephen Price is spelled with a PH.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Stephen. That's what.
Stephen Price.
Because a PH is an F, so it should be
Yeah,
pronounced
true.
Stephen Price, but it's pronounced
Don't
Stephen.
go attacking Stephen.
Well, I'm attacking the name Stephen.
Oh, righto. But yeah, what did you think of the podcast with Stephen?
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't watch all of it. Okay, you should have seen all the comments. In fact, you did see all the comments because you replied to them. Someone
Yep.
said it's fucking boring. Which I mean, like, listen, it's you're having a politician on your not a politician, a representative.
He's a politician.
Is it?
Yeah, if you ask Google Home, it says he's a
Well,
politician.
whatever he is, he's part of government or whatever it is, and I mean, it's cool that you have him on the podcast, but like, what's he got to bring to the table? You're just got to figure out stuff about Mr. Stephen Price, which is cool, but like, I don't know. How are you going to make a podcast out of it? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Well, you did. You know what?
I mean,
You
that's
did.
how we did
You
it.
fucking pulled it off.
Yeah,
I should watch more of it.
it was sick.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I've told my family about this podcast as well, like
Mhm.
all of them, but I told my mum, and I was like, just to warn you, there's swearing. And she was like, what'd you say? And I was like, I said a lot. What didn't I say? No. So, yeah, no. But yeah, so I've told everyone about it, so that's cool. And yeah, sick.
Nice.
So,
But yeah, it was really, really fun. I really enjoyed it.
Mm.
And yeah, so
Mm.
hopefully we got some cool guests maybe coming on next year.
Mm-hmm. Next year.
Hopefully.
Oh, yeah. It's true.
But yeah,
It's
while I
almost
remember,
it's almost a new decade, man.
it almost is the new decade.
Sick.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, no.
Nearly 10 years up.
It's always Christmas as well.
Christmas is next Wednesday.
It's in less than a week.
Yes.
Well, it's in exactly a week, actually.
Yep, mate. Talking about Christmas, guys,
Yeah.
we're going to have a Christmas episode, but it's not going to come out on, and we know that there was no episode last week, and we apologise. It was just because we were both so busy, and it's hard to,
I noticed that as well.
yeah.
I'm never busy.
Yeah.
I could have come over and I could have done it myself.
But that's why I asked you to
Single
come on this one.
podcast. about a man just talking to himself. No.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mm.
But yeah, so there was an episode last week, but next week there's this episode obviously coming out on Thursday. But next week there's going to be an episode, the Christmas episode. It's going to be fucking sick.
It's going to be amazing.
We got some really cool stuff planned.
What I've heard.
So far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm so pumped for it. Are you pumped for it, Michael?
I am pumped like a pump action shotgun. I'm pumped.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so pumped for it, eh?
I don't know.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. See, it's going to be sick.
And yeah, so that's going to be coming out Christmas Eve
Yeah.
instead of normal episodes Thursday.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Are you going to be on it?
Am I? It's up to you.
Oh, yeah, true. It's not up to me and Nathan.
Yeah,
But
Nathan and
we
I.
would love to have you on. You're a welcomed guest on the
yeah,
podcast.
thanks, bro.
Not as good as Stephen Price, but close
Mhm.
second.
All right, it's fine.
But
I'm just
yeah.
gonna leave. No.
As you know, it's a tradition on the podcast to read out the last comment that was on the last episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you were fiddling around with your phone. I thought you
Yeah.
were looking at porn. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. And again, guys, it was fucking eggs on toast.
Eggs on toast. Because as soon as he saw like the first episode where it was Drew Moore twice, then he was like, well, better get in on this. I should do it.
No, it was Drew first, and then eggs on toast for the last two, I think.
Oh right, yeah.
So, oh no, it was Drew twice.
Yeah, that's what I'm
that's
saying.
right. Sorry. So fucking eggs on toast. Who are you, mate? Seriously.
He's just a guy like that. It's probably a guy from school.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh,
He
well.
likes his eggs on toast.
He likes his eggs on toast.
How do you like your eggs, mate? Eggs on
Bloody-
toast.
I love my eggs on a bit of fucking toast.
Yeah, mate. And his comment was podcast level 100. So
Mhm.
thanks, bloody eggs on toast.
What happened to that eye? Okay, don't worry. I'm looking at you writing on that whiteboard, and there's.
Oh yeah,
no
we've got a
eyes, but-
whiteboard
Yeah, we've got a
of
whiteboard.
of things we want to talk about in the podcast. I'm just going to read out what
He said-
Michael
no,
added to it.
okay. I came in and he had this whiteboard and he only had one thing written on it, and I was like, "What's that?" And he said, "It's podcast ideas," and there's only one thing on the list, so I decided to add a lot of shit to it.
So the first thing is spider in the shower, and that's what I added.
And it's the only thing that was on it. I was like, "Oh."
That was the only thing that was on it. And I'm going to tell you that story in a minute, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
But first up, I'm just going to read what you've written. These are all dot points.
Mm-hmm.
Next one after spider in the shower is spider in your bum hole. Struth McChicken meal, mate.
That's a reference to one of the things I had to write for English.
Oh, yes.
don't
I
worry.
remember that. Yeah, nah, yeah. Smashing with the boys. Yeah, nah, again. Hashtag smoshy. Hashtag add me on
That's actually
Snapchat.
not a hashtag. That's the one of the keys on a MacBook is that key, and that's what I have. The symbols next to my name on Steam are those. So
Righto.
yeah, you're gonna have to copy paste it if you're not a Mac user.
And fat straws. And do you want to tell everyone what fat straws are?
Well, that's an inside joke. By inside joke, I mean it's a joke that happened a couple minutes ago. We
it's
just
about an hour ago. but
bloody.
yeah.
I was getting a cup of water because it's fucking hot outside.
Yeah, guys, if you fucking can hear a fan, it's like 40 degrees
It's
in
like
Australia,
43
so fuck
degrees
off. No
like
one
the
cares.
last few days. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Anyway,
I'm
so
sorry.
I was asking Rhys if I could get some water, some bloody some iced water. Fucking, it's always good on a hot summer's day. And he had these fat fucking straws in his kitchen, like they were dummy thick. And then he just shouted out in the kitchen, "Oi, mum, could I use the fat straws?" And bloody, she was like, "Yeah, no, yeah, I'm using them for personal reasons." Wink, wink. No, I don't know what you can use fat straws for. No, but yeah, no. So we can't use
Get
the
the
fat
spider
straws.
out your bumhole.
And literally the fact that yeah, literally the fact that they were called fat straws is the reason why they're a joke, and that's it. That's it. So,
Instead of skinny straws, which Michael ended up having.
yeah, I've got my drink right here. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and the next one is dot point. Where the fuck is Nathan?
Where the fuck is Nathan? No, I'm joking.
And the next one was not mad, just disappointed.
Mhm.
I'm guessing that's in reference to Nathan not being
Yeah,
here.
it is. It is.
Fair enough.
You know what, Nathan? Not mad. Just disappointed.
Just disappointed. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully Nathan's back on the next episode.
Hopefully.
But please don't just not watch because Michael's here. He's an actual fucking legend.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. I wouldn't watch if I was here, but still.
Well, we like having you on the podcast.
I like being on the podcast. Gives me something to do.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll tell you the spider in the shower story.
Mm-hmm. I've got stories to tell as well.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
I know. You should be.
So the story, last night I was having a shower.
Your
Alright.
computer died. So
Yeah, I know.
probably should.
I was in the shower. I was washing myself.
You're washing yourself, washing your cock.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
a specific. You got to do that.
My
bro.
nana watches this.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying, like literally though, you kind of have to sometimes. You have to. You know what? I should stop.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Once every 6 months.
Once every 6 months.
Give it a good old clean. Any Fuck.
Yeah. Nah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So I was having a shower,
As
right.
you do.
as you do, and all of a sudden, I look down, and there's a fucking spider on the floor.
And it jumped on your cock. Sorry.
That's why I got to clean it, because otherwise
'cause
spiders
will
like
lay eggs.
yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Anyway, yeah. So, oh, shit. What was I saying?
Spider on the floor. You're having a shower. Your
Yeah,
nan's watching.
There was a spider, and your nana's watching. There was a spider on the floor, and it fallen off the roof, and the impact from the roof onto the floor fucked it up so bad that it just floated down the sink,
That's
down the drain,
depressing to think about.
and died.
So the entire story is the fact that a spider just yeeted it off the roof.
Pretty
and
much.
died.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's it.
But imagine if it like fucking fell in my hair
yeah,
or something. I would have shit my pants.
I'm sure that looked a lot more exciting in real life than
It was.
yeah, you know, the way you described. Did you like scream like a lady? Like,
Nah.
there's a fucking spider in here.
What do you think? Ladies are weak? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying when
You
the ladies
sexist pig.
scream, they have a high pitched scream
Oh, right.
because voices are typically high pitched. You know what? Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine.
Fair enough.
So
So yeah, that happened.
that's cool.
And then yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
My eyes really hurt right now, by the way, because I've had barely any sleep for basically the entire weekend because
You're cleaning your cock.
I was cleaning my cock. No, it was my brother's 19th birthday. He's was born in December, which apparently is like the shittest thing you can do because everyone's like, oh, you know, birthday presents and Christmas presents. You know, you have to like get one big present. Anyway, so yeah, it was my brother's 19th birthday, and we rented a house for 2 days, our own house. I forgot whereabouts it was, but it was in a new area, and which means we had no neighbors, so we can make as much noise as we want. And yeah, it doesn't matter. And it was our own house. Everyone had to pitch in $36, except for me because I was his brother. So you know that was cool. And yeah, lots of people were there. Lots of drinks were had, and
That's fucking awesome, man.
there were fucking girls there and everything. There were girls from my class, which you know it was they were like, you know, like everyone else. They're like, fuck you, I didn't know you could speak. I was like, yeah, fucking oath I can speak. You fucking degenerate. No, fucking no,
Listen
no.
to the Leftovers podcast so you can hear me speak for an hour and 15 minutes and 27 seconds.
I told them, I was like, guys, I have a podcast. You know, I'm in a podcast. It's pretty sick. You know, Nathan Morris and Rhys Prosser. And someone was like, someone knew Destiny. And they were like, oh, Destiny keeps telling me about that. I was like, yeah, well, bloody oath, for a good reason, because it's a fucking good podcast.
Thanks,
so,
man.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, it was sick.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what I did on the weekend. It was
That's
pretty
fucking
good.
sick.
It's pretty cool. Pretty fun night.
Nice. What did I do on the weekend? Fucking Saturday.
What did you do on the
was
weekend?
my mum's birthday.
Mm.
So we brought her some presents
Mm-hmm.
and shit.
Mm.
That was fun. And then Sunday I worked.
Yep.
Had to deal with fucking drop kick customers.
Of course, people are asking for the paper black.
Yeah.
Kindle. Mm.
Yeah, mate. Oh, fuck.
Or paper white even.
Paper white? Yeah.
It's paper white, but it's coloured black.
Yeah, it's a bit dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I did that. That was
Mhm.
pretty fun.
Yep. Sick.
And then I worked yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Today I've just brought some guitar strings.
Mm-hmm. Because you
Yeah.
fucked up your guitar.
Yep.
Sick.
But yeah,
How did you fuck up your guitar?
I was legit just tuning it because I got cheap strings.
Oh yeah. Did you get cheap strings today?
No, these were a bit more expensive.
Okay.
But yeah, I brought some cheap strings and then I like tuned it.
How expensive can guitar strings get?
I don't know. Feel like around 50 to 80.
Far out.
Maybe. I don't know because that's probably bass strings.
What are they made out of? They're like
Like
they're just
metal
like,
and nickel and shit.
oh shit. Okay.
But yeah, I brought like $23 strings once. Alexa ones, I didn't really like them.
Right. Gotcha.
But then I can't remember what ones I've got at the moment. I think they're D'Addario,
Mm.
where they were out of stock, so I just got bloody, I don't know, I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
hopefully
right.
they're good.
Sick.
Ernie Ball,
Mm.
that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Sick.
So guys,
Cool.
the Christmas episode is next week,
Yep.
and that's going to be fucking sick. Well, it's not really next week. it is actually exactly next week
All right.
because it's going to come out Christmas Eve.
Yep.
So that'll be fucking sick.
Yeah.
It's probably about around 6 o'clock, I reckon.
Bro, that sounds awesome.
But yeah, so some things we're going to... Are you excited for Christmas,
I'm
first off?
very excited for Christmas, Rhys Prosser.
Are ya?
Yeah, bro.
Sick.
I mean, when you get older, it's people say, when you get older, Christmas gets less exciting, but I'm just as excited as I was fucking 16 years ago.
I'm not, hey.
Aren't you?
I don't have any Christmas magic.
That sounds like a you problem. I'm going to get bloody Steve O'Price over here and fucking knock it into your fucking Christmas spirit. No.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so guys, next week is going to be the Christmas episode. We've got a few things planned of what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
One of those things is a Christmas cracker, right? But instead of being a joke inside, it's going to be a question from Wheel of Conversation. So you pop it and whoever gets the question, obviously answer it.
Yep.
But we're going to get Michael to do it so they're nice and
Yep.
fucked up.
They're going to be all sick.
Yep.
So I'm going to be the one directing it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be cool. And another thing we're going to do is, I don't know if you guys did this as you were kids, but I remember when I was a kid writing a letter to Santa.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever do
I did
that?
that so many times, bro.
Yeah.
Mm.
What we want you guys to do, right, is we have an email, leftoverspodcast19@gmail.com, I think. Double check in the link description.
Mhm.
You can copy and paste it if you go into the
Very
description. It's so fucking
unprofessional.
easy.
Don't know your own
Emails are
email.
free, so get involved with this one, guys. So the idea is, right, you write a letter to Santa, make it funny, make it creative, and we'll read every single one out on the podcast.
Mhm.
But make sure you go and send your letter to Santa, fucking to that.
Yeah.
Make it funny,
In this case, Santa being Rhys, I reckon you'd be a fucking sick Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
What would you write to Santa?
What would I write to Santa? Dear Santa, could I please have a fucking flight to Sydney because, I don't know, it's a fucking sick place to go to. I don't know.
Nice.
Also, could you hit me up with fucking Switch games as well? Just hit me up. Fucking there's a new Switch game coming out literally next year. It's
Is
called
it?
Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. I think it's next year anyway because I've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild recently actually.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a sequel to that. It's gonna be fucking sick. So yeah, fucking hope I can get that.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking looks awesome, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, guys, make sure you email your letters to Santa or anything you want to say to the Leftovers podcast.
Yeah.
Write a written complaint to us and send it. We got a comment saying that our episode was boring, as he mentioned.
Yep.
And I wrote something very funny, I thought back.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's listening to this, I hope you enjoy this one more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, that'll be fun. Read out some people's Christmas fucking wish list and shit.
Yeah.
You can even write a Christmas card to the Leftovers podcast.
Be
Well,
like,
isn't
hey
that
guys,
sick?
Could you have me as a guest? And it'll be like, nah, probably not. No.
Yeah, no. And like we might have a little bit of a break over Christmas.
Uh-huh.
So if we don't ever upload an episode, it's because we're busy, because we have jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
But yeah,
Mm.
I hope everyone's enjoying the podcast so far.
Yep. Did you
Yeah.
plan ahead for this episode?
Not really.
Okay. Well.
Oh, fucking ew. That's
what I've
rank,
done that.
bro.
Don't worry about it. Well, you don't need a plan for a podcast because literally you can just talk for hours and you'll be fine.
Okay.
You suggested that we should have Smash Bros in this, but we can't really do that without capture card. So that's
true.
what I should ask for. I should buy.
Can someone donate us a capture card?
They're only like $280 from JB Hi-Fi.
Bro, I'm going to film a video for our Instagram account
Oh yeah.
right now.
All right. Sick.
Okay, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to see this on our Instagram 2
Yeah.
days early because we're filming this on a Tuesday. What do you want to say?
I
Wait.
wanna say,
3, 2, 1.
how's it going? This is the Leftovers podcast. We're filming an episode right now, and this is so meta because this is a part of the episode, and this is going to be released next Thursday. So,
This Thursday coming.
this Thursday. Yeah, right. Same thing. Okay. So, see you then. That was it.
Nice.
So,
So yeah, that's how we make our things on Instagram and stuff.
yeah, that was
So
awesome.
I hope everyone enjoyed that little inside peek. But make sure you go and follow us on Instagram, guys.
Yeah,
It's we share some solid content.
they're definitely my favorite podcast group. Like I said in the third episode. Third episode.
We have 26 followers. Let's get it to 30 by 2020.
Yeah, that'll be sick, bro.
So, are you excited for 2020?
I'm heaps excited.
Yeah?
God, no one. I'm gonna be 18 next February, so that's scary. I mean, actually, it's kind of fucking exciting, but scary. You know, everything's exciting but scary.
I'm going to be 18 in fucking June.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have more hours than I do. I started driving as well. I know I already told you this, but I haven't told the podcast yet. I started driving, and it's sick. It's awesome. I haven't died yet, so
Fair enough.
that's the best thing that could happen.
I started writing a song the other day about Straya. Oh, this episode is sponsored.
What?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
No bit of a fucking lie.
Who's sponsoring us?
Right. Guys, this episode is sponsored by What's the Difference Anyway EP by Rhys.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
You're
There's-
sponsoring your own podcast.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Fucking yeah. So the EP is called What's the Difference Anyway. It's only $4 or free. It's fucking free on YouTube.
For real? Oh,
Free.
yeah,
Not even joking, man.
Yeah, you can.
So
just
I
look it
don't.
up on
People
YouTube.
should just go and buy it because it's. What do you think of it? Have you heard the EP?
It's my favorite EP that I've heard. I don't remember it at all.
Oh well, fine.
130 by Rhys. That's what I remember.
It
that.
is on that 130 by Rhys is
Mhm.
on the podcast.
Mhm.
I mean, on the EP.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
It's a really good EP. You know.
I feel like I'm
And,
wasting my time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The
Just
so
love
the
that
EP
song so
is
much.
shh. The EP has sponsored this episode. It is allowing us to keep going and sponsoring us. It supports us, so you should support it. Go check out Rhys's EP.
Mhm.
The What's the Difference Anyway EP. The link is in the
agree.
description. Please go and check it out.
The Zelda's also in the description. Don't worry, it's fine.
But
Can
yeah,
send the link as well.
Anyway, so what reminded me of that was I started writing a song the other day
Mm.
at night,
Mhm.
and this is the lyrics of what I wrote down.
Yep.
Straya, the best place anywhere from here. If you don't like it, get fucked.
That sounds, dude.
That was
Sweet
it.
and simple.
Yeah.
The best place fucking here. I could imagine you strumming a fucking.
Bro, chuck us me guitar. Fuck yes.
Hold on. Straya. Okay, I probably should. I don't know how to play. You can
Alright,
do
it's
it,
not
okay.
here, bro.
You'll do it. Ugh, that's not even a guitar.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah.
Ukulele. Here, guys. This is the Australia song. Fucking Australia. Fucking Australia. Yeah, fucking Australia. Fucking Australia. Fucking Australia. It's a fucking Australia. Fucking Australia. Home of Stephen Price. Yeah, he fucking lives here.
Okay, he does.
He's a legend. You should fucking be here when he was on the podcast. It was so
Fucking
sick.
English Awards.
Fucking, you just dropped the C word!
And that's gonna be a long censor.
I'm gonna have to bleep out the whole fucking song.
Nah.
I hope no one was fucking singing along because you can't anymore.
You basically just said it yourself.
No, I said can't.
Same thing. Strum.
Fucking Straya. Fucking Straya!
Nice.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
That was Straya.
Bravo.
If you want to hear more great songs like that, go and
follow
hang out.
Rhys
Check out my
Records music.
EP. It's honestly not bad. I don't think it's a
not
bad podcast.
at all. I know it's not
If
bad.
you don't like it, listen to the first song, and if you don't like it, don't fucking just turn it off. But
don't fucking turn
at least you've tried. You know,
Exactly. You never know till you try.
the magic of finding a new artist is just awesome. So go and listen to it if you please, and if you like it, let us know. If you don't, fuck off. That's how I take feedback.
Yeah. Sick.
I don't care.
Do you want me to take your ukulele?
I'd love that, mate. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh fuck yeah.
There you go.
Alrighty. So yeah, that's that sort of stuff there. I'm so excited for fucking Australia Day.
Bro, when is that, in January?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Australia.
I've got some bad memories of Australia Day. By that I mean I remember waking up and being so sunburnt. 'Cause I had to. There's these places that we call the shacks. I forget where they're placed. It's somewhere where a bunch of beaches are, and there's a bunch of
I know what you're talking about.
beach houses, and
Mhm.
it's actually really chill there. And I slept in a tent, and I had this necklace that I got from Bali, and it's all reflective and shit. And I was wearing that for some reason, and while I was sleeping, and it was like reflecting sun.
Oh, I think you
all
told me
back.
this.
Did I tell you
Yeah,
about
I
it?
think so.
Okay, well I woke up and I had this massive blister on my nose,
fuck.
and there was sunburnt all over me, and it was so bad. But like, it was a fun night, I think.
That's such a Australian thing to do. as well. That's so Australian.
I thought I was fine because I was in a tent, but I wasn't fine. it was just it was
Mate, me and fucking Shazza on the weekend, we went away, right? into
yeah,
the
me and
tents.
bloody shit.
And I got this bloody necklace from Bali because we went there fucking last year because it was shit cheap.
And then I got shit faced from drinking BBs. Next thing I wake up, I know I got fucking sunburn.
Had a
all over
stiffy
me.
and a sunburn in the same fucking morning.
Cones everywhere. Yeah, fucking, it was a good night, eh?
Fucking Stephen was there. Fucking Steve. Not Stephen Price, but my mate Steve.
My mate Steve.
He was fucking cooked, mate. He was off his face.
He's off his face, dog.
Steve's a fucking legend.
Bro, you know
Yeah.
how Nathan got his VR kit?
Yeah.
Bro, he should okay. I was playing VR chat last night. That's basically, if you don't know what that is, it's basically just it's pretty self-explanatory. You just walk around. You have your own avatar, VR headsets and stuff, and you talk to people. And I was laying down in my dad's office with like a bunch of pillows, and because your character will lay down as well if you do, and it was so chill because like literally you just sit down and bloody talk to people. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but no, and people don't know what you look like, so they can't judge you on the way you look. They just judge you on what you sound like, and that's the reason why I stay on the internet so much, is because it's mainly because of that reason. And you make so much friends with people because like you know people are just so chill on the internet. Some people can be cockheads, but you know, it's the internet, so you can tell them to go fuck themselves, and you can't really do anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fucking sick. That's what I did last night. Don't know why I had to tell you that, but it was bloody good night last night. Yeah,
Nice.
it's just chilling out with people in VR chat. You know, fucking, you should get a VR headset as well. It's only like
Maybe.
$800.
Nice.
But yeah. That's what I did last night.
Fucking,
What did you do last night, Rhys?
yeah.
Did you wank?
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, I know.
You're such an immature fucking
All my
idiot.
jokes are
Seriously.
so original.
Yeah, it's all about like wanking.
Mm.
I can't remember actually. I was
Mm.
gonna watch fucking Rogue One, but
Rogue
I keep
One?
forgetting.
You keep forgetting. I watched
Yeah.
that with my mum.
Oh yeah.
I had to explain everything, and she really wanted to leave. I was like, no, the Darth Vader scene is coming.
Is Darth Vader in the whole movie?
He's in the movie.
Yeah, but is he in from?
He's
start
not.
to
He's not
finish?
from start to finish.
Oh, that's fucked then.
I'm gonna say this. Do you know who Peter Cushing is? No, you don't.
No.
He played Grand Moff Tarkin, who's one of the higher up officers in the original Star Wars movie. He
Mm.
died, but they had to have him in this film, so they created his face with CGI digitally,
Fuck.
and you can tell. If I didn't tell you that, you might would not have guessed it, because when I first saw it in the cinema, I saw it with my cousin and my dad and my brother. I didn't think it was CGI. I thought they got another actor, but then I realized that the way that his lips and stuff was moving, he's got a completely animated face. Also, Carrie Fisher, she's in the movie as well, and
Yeah.
she's got CGI.
Is this all in Rogue One?
This is all in Rogue One. I'm
Oh.
like spoiling everything. No, I'm not spoiling it. There's a lot of stuff that you can watch, and it's a fucking good movie.
I love Solo. I feel like I won't love Rogue One as much.
Rogue One is really, really good if you pay attention to what's going on, and also if you've watched the original movie.
But if not, it's shit.
If not, then you might think like, what's going on? Why is this important?
Oh.
Like, yeah. You got to remember what kyber crystals are and all that. Okay, anyway, that's a story for another time.
Dang.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a fucking good movie.
Oh, cool, mate.
Yeah,
Fuck
sick.
yeah.
Kill. When did
Yeah.
we start?
I don't know.
It was
We've
like
been
it was
going
like 10 to
for
3.
30 minutes.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, no, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I realised today?
What'd you realise?
Is that the wave solves everything.
What's the wave?
For those who drive, this is something you'll learn, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
You can be driving,
Mm-hmm.
right? And someone pulls out in front of you,
Pulls out.
and you go, "Oh, you fucking cockhead, fuck you!"
Oh,
right?
yeah,
But
the
as long as
wave.
they wave,
As long as they wave,
it's fine,
it's fine.
right? Someone could legit run over your entire family.
Mm-hmm.
You could be that guy on you know that stupid ad where he's like, How many people do you think? How many? How many people do you think it's acceptable to be killed on Australian roads? I don't know. 70.
70. Well, actually, Steve, this is what 70 people looks like. Oh fuck! Oh, you know they're sitting in front of me. Fucking I'm sorry about that.
That's my family.
Well, bloody Shaz is here.
Oh, Shez, fucking Darren. Oh.
Oh my god.
And if that experiment went one step further, and a fucking V6 turbo with 6 months rego came out and did skiddies and killed his entire 70-member family, right? The police would come out and be like, "Oi, fucking freeze, cockhead!" Right?
Yeah.
And he could just get out of his car, a V6 with 6 months rego, and just wave. And they'd be like, put their guns down, be like, "Oh, fucking, you're right, mate.
He waved, everyone.
You're right.
Stand down, gentlemen.
Guys, it's
At
fine."
ease. He fucking waved.
Only in Australia that would
Only
work,
in
though.
Australia.
Don't fucking go to America and do it
Yeah,
because you'll
don't.
get shot in the face.
Did you see that video of Roman Atwood going around in American neighborhoods saying "morning neighbor"? And everyone thought that he was saying the N-word for some reason, and it was not a good idea because like everyone was going off at him because he was.
What a fuckwit. Why would you do that?
I don't know. Roman Atwood was a pretty cool guy. I don't know if you saw the viral video in 2016 where he filled up his house with plastic playing balls.
I think so.
Yeah, no, he was that guy, and he used to do pranks, but then he quit because I think his wife told him to stop doing it or something. I don't know. But yeah, no, he went around saying, "Hey neighbor," and then it's honestly such a funny video. And then this one dude at the end is like this one dude is like he just goes along with it. He's like, "How's it going, my
Neighbor?
Yeah, my neighbor. How's it going, my neighbor? Yeah." So yeah, funny video. Funny.
Do you
quote.
think racism's funny? Do you?
No, I don't think racism is funny. I think
Roman Atwood is funny.
I think Roman Atwood is funny.
Fair enough.
I think the video idea is funny as well.
Yeah?
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I've got some stories I want to talk about, mate.
Alrighty.
If that's all right.
I'm going to ramble 2 hours about a kangaroo and how we killed it, and I'm going to call my mum. No, I'm joking.
In what?
Sorry, that was a reference to Nathan
Yeah.
last week. I'm
Hold
joking.
on 1 second.
Alright, okay.
Talk, bro.
Hello.
I'm just getting my notes up.
Oh, you're getting your notes out? Because
Yeah.
last time we did this last episode, you cut out what
No, I'm not cutting it out this time.
when Nathan got his notes. What's going on?
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This morning,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
My mum was buying some cupcakes.
Your mum.
Right? Yep, my mum.
Mm-hmm.
For cupcakes for my auntie because she's
Mhm.
hurt her back.
Sick.
And yeah. You know the auntie that Nathan tried to hit on?
Yeah.
Yeah, her.
I saw those in the lounge room.
Huh?
Nice. I saw the cupcakes in the lounge room.
Yeah.
Not in the lounge room, in the kitchen.
Yeah, but she's hurt her back really bad. And
That fucking sucks, man.
yeah, her son needed some cupcakes for school. He had a party.
Your
No,
cousin.
remember our class party?
Yeah.
Fuck,
That
that used to
was
be
a
sick.
class party that was Darty with Mr. I'm not going to say his name, but it rhymes with Darty.
Yeah,
And dude, that was such a good party,
it was.
bro.
I wasn't there though for most of it.
I know. I forgot about that, and I called you. I was like, "Where the fuck are you? Like, you are the legend of the class. You need to be here." And you're like, "Yeah,
Me and you own that fucking class.
fucking oath we did." Yeah, nah.
But yeah. No, it's because I was doing fucking cert work.
Yeah,
The last day of school.
Yeah,
or
it's
second
alright.
last day, wasn't it? Yeah.
I think so. But
It was
dude,
the last period ever that we had.
yeah,
But
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Yeah, nah. But yeah, dude, I wish we could talk more about that school because obviously privacy and stuff. But like, I wish I could because there's so many people who are such legends. I mean, if we're saying that they're legends, then I reckon it's alright. But still, probably just shouldn't say.
I don't think we've mentioned where we go to school. I think
I
we
mean,
took it out.
Yeah,
Didn't
no,
we?
I did once, obviously, but you took it.
Oh,
you
well,
took it out.
do you remember Mr. Hillen?
Jono.
Yeah, John
Yeah.
Hillen.
Yeah.
I really want him on the podcast.
What I think he would be great on a podcast.
Do you reckon?
I mean, like, I'm wondering if he would agree to it. I mean, he would agree to it, but like, what would we say? I mean, yeah.
Hi, Mr. Hillen. How are you? Do you want to be on the podcast? No, fuck off.
No. What would we say in the podcast with him?
Hello.
This is in the making right now. I'm getting called.
Oh shit. Answer it.
Oh, hey, mum. I'm good.
Bro, put it
I'm
to the
doing a
microphone.
podcast right now. Do you wanna say anything? Okay. Sorry about that.
I swear to
interruption.
God, Michael. Can no one on this podcast put their fucking phone on silent?
Well, I can't
Or
just ignore
don't-
my mum.
You can. Just be like, hey, mum.
Talking about the dogs and I need to fucking feed them.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Apparently everyone wants to call their mum on the podcast, so I thought I'd ring you.
Oh, okay.
Because people are fucking
Yeah,
useless.
first it was Nathan and it was
Pardon?
me. And
At first it was Nathan, and now Michael's just got a call from his mum, so I thought I'd ring you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not on actually on the podcast.
Yeah, you are now.
Am I? Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to hang up then. See ya.
Alright,
Bye.
see ya. Love you.
Bye, Mum. Love you.
Love you.
Yes. Love you too, Rhys.
Yeah, because everyone else rings their fucking mum.
Yeah, right. See.
Nah, your
Alrighty.
mum's nice.
Yeah, my mum's
I like
nice.
your mum. She's very
I
cool.
don't know what I was talking about, but it was probably something not important. Mm-mm.
Where am I going to cut it out?
I don't know. Just I don't know.
I've
We
cut
cut out that conversation by the
We
way
Michael's mum rang.
because she was just talking about how I had to feed the dogs and stuff. So
Yeah,
but you just cut out that conversation. It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be good.
nice. But yeah, guys. So
Did you watch the Game Awards? You probably didn't.
I was about to tell a story.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Go ahead. All I was going to tell you is that Vin Diesel was at the Game Awards.
Fucking Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
I thought Keanu Reeves was the only person that can be at Game Awards.
Yeah, nah, probably not, eh?
No, you're breathtaking.
No, you're breathtaking.
No, you're breathtaking.
Yeah, nah, yeah, bloody Miss Reeve. Anyway, continue with your story, Rhys.
So this morning at Woolworths, I was getting the cupcakes, and Mum was like, "Can you get some that aren't cracked?" Because they were cracked.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was getting some more that aren't cracked.
Gotcha.
So I went back and
Makes sense.
put the cupcakes back, and then I came back over,
Mm-hmm.
right,
You right?
and I they had no music,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden, All I Want for Christmas Is You by CeeLo Green started pumping. They bumped up the fucking bass. They pumped up the fucking volume.
Yep.
It was so loud.
Yep.
And I was walking back and I was jumping, dancing down the fucking aisle.
Yeah.
And then, oh, excuse
course.
me, all of a sudden, there's this guy working fucking Woolworths behind me.
What?
He probably thought, what a fucking dickhead. I bet he's from Coles. What a wanker.
I bet that guy's from fucking Coles.
Fucking Coles. Yeah. And then, like, I said, fuck, could they have it any louder? Not
Bro.
realising he was standing behind me. And then he laughed. I'm like, fuck you, asshole.
I mean, what do you mean he literally, like, if a song comes on that's fucking jamming and if it's in a shopping centre, you could
It
jam
was so
out to
loud. Holy
It.
shit.
Dude,
It was
sick.
nearly as loud as when we were listening to Backstreet Boys before the podcast. Everybody.
Hey, Google! Forget that I said, hey, Google. Don't worry. Is it going to reply? Probably not. Nah. Alright.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so I was fucking look like a right dickhead.
Oh, that's sick.
And then another thing that was funny that happened today.
Mm-hmm.
I was driving to fucking Midland.
Yeah.
Right? Bloody
sketchy.
Midland, yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was a road worker.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing 40 because it was roadworks.
Doing 40.
And he had a shovel. And he picked it up. And he was like, oh.
Started swinging at you.
He was admiring his shovel.
Oh.
And I yelled out the window, fucking nice shovel, mate! He was like, thanks, bro, I got it from Woolies.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Bloody become a tradie when you're older, eh?
Got it from fucking Bunnings. Woo!
Yeah, you can't get shovels from Coles or Woolies. You bloody.
You can get them from Bunnings,
Yeah,
though,
you can get
which
them
is
from
what I
Bunnings.
said.
You said
Mate.
you said Woolies.
I said fucking Bunnings.
Said Woolies first, though. Okay, it's fine.
Same thing.
Same thing, different smell.
So, yeah, I brought it. Huh?
Same thing, different smell.
Righto.
Do you know what I've been thinking of? This is like since the last time I went to your house, the fucking the pizza we had where it had the garlic bread crust.
Yeah.
I was like fucking okay. This is a advert for everyone who's gonna get Domino's. Don't get the fucking garlic bread crust because it's too greasy. It tasted fucking good, but it was too. I don't know why. Again, I don't know why I'm bringing this up. But I've had this on my mind ever since was this one specific thing. Just like, fuck, that like tasted really good. It just made me feel fucking depressed about myself, you know? Fucking just don't get the fucking garlic bread pizza.
It wasn't bad. It was nice, like, the day after.
No,
though.
yeah. Everything's nice the day after. Pizza, sex, everything.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Please elaborate.
Nah, probably not. Probably
yeah.
shouldn't.
So he was admiring his shovel.
Oh yeah.
I was like, fucking nice shovel.
Oh, sorry, you weren't done with your story. I'm so
No,
sorry.
I was done with it.
Fuck.
But the amount of cockheads on the road, I swear to God.
Yeah.
I had an appointment and legit like 5 police police cars like fucking sped past
Oh yeah.
in like 50 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Not even joking.
Dude, I can't wait till I start driving like proper, so I can get stories like that, like of when I was on the road and the cops were chasing me
Yeah.
just on my tail. It was 6 o'clock. I like fucking drinking puff creams and fighting Nazis. That's from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Do you want to hear a really cool story about driving?
Yeah, right.
All right, here's a cool story about driving. Last fucking Tuesday, right, I was coming out of our street, or my street, you know
Yeah.
where you come out here?
Yeah.
And there
You
was
come out.
this bus,
Yep.
right,
Yep.
completely black
Right.
bus,
Plus. Yep.
right,
You're right.
and it fucking was like,
Fucking-
came around,
Yeah.
and like, I actually yelled out my window because he was fucking right next to my car, I swear to God.
Yeah.
I was like, you fucking idiot! I didn't say you fucking
Was he?
idiot.
Was he like?
I
he
think
like-
it was a party bus.
Oh right. Okay.
And I was like, I yelled out the window, watch out, mate, you're going to hit my car. I didn't yell out fucking idiot because I'm a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And so he stopped
Hmm.
and he was like,
Okay. Yeah.
like someone out of Star Wars, mate.
Fucking something in Star Wars.
Fuck yeah. And then he got out and he was like, fucking, what'd you say? C word.
Yeah.
I said, oh, you're about to hit my car, mate. He's like, fuck your car. And he was like, I said, you know, he's going to fucking hit my car.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, fuck your car, mate. And I said, all right. And Dad was with me.
Yeah.
And Dad acts all tough.
Yeah.
But he was just like fucking scared.
Mhm.
I was tough.
Mm.
I was like, I said, fuck my car. Fuck your bus.
Fuck your bus. Fuck my car. Fuck your bus. What are you talking about? Don't fuck out of here. Crazy.
And then, yeah. So I got out of the car. And he got out of the car. He walked up to me. He's like, listen, mate. If you talk to me like that, I'm going to drop you fucking right here dead set.
Right.
And I said, listen, asshole. If you don't fucking get going, I'm going to fuck you up.
These are my streets. You gotta realise something. You don't fuck with me or my family. Or I'll find out where you live in your street, mate, and I'll come fucking blaze his fury, mate.
Let me ask you, mate. How many do you think number is acceptable to die on our roads every year? 70. Actually, there's 70 people in my fucking bus.
Yeah, well, we're about to make that number a whole lot fucking higher.
That whole story is bullshit, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
I was just wanting to make a bullshit story up.
So there was no bus that
None
was
of that story was true.
Oh my god.
Not one bit.
I fucking
Other
believed
than me
you.
being a bitch, that was the most truest part.
I thought that you were full on, just yelling at this guy, but you just fucking lied to me. It's fine.
Just some fun stories for the listeners.
Yeah, right.
We're going to come up with a clickbait title for this week.
Yeah, bloody, like, almost got shot. Oh my god, bus. Wow, everything, in the hood.
Oh yeah, we got to do it something to do with the bus.
Mm.
We are the most clickbaity podcast ever.
Not really. You do. No.
We're not impulsive.
Yeah, you're
The impulsive podcast by
You're
Logan
not
Paul.
like the thumbnails and titles aren't like obnoxious, so it's fine.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
But yeah,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. Are we gonna wrap it up?
I don't know.
Because I reckon that's it's Gucci. That was a Gucci podcast.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon. So I can't wait for other what's it called, guests to come on, because the one guest that I wanted to see on this show for a while is Raven.
Mm.
He's a sick.
I'm gonna have to bleep like 3 fucking things out. I swear to God.
Sick person.
He's a great fellow.
He's a great fellow.
Yeah,
So I'd love to see Raven's opinion on this podcast.
That'd be quite
I mean,
cool.
we've already had his opinion once, but I want him to be on the podcast. That'd be great. Yeah.
We should just ask him to come over right now.
Yeah. Should I call him right now? I'll call him right now if he answers.
Let's just have him on, like, right now. Don't tell him to come over, but, like, because I feel like...
Yeah, I won't tell him to come over.
Yeah, because I have to ask my mum.
Yeah, I know, obviously. I won't
But
tell him to come
Just
over.
ask him how he's going.
Yeah.
All right, you find someone in your phone to call, and I'll find someone in my phone to
I
call.
mean, I already told you who I'm going to call.
Yeah, all right. do that then.
I'll call someone else as well after this. Let's just call people.
No, just do Raven, and
Yeah.
I'll find someone as well. Put it close to the microphone, like to the front.
How's it going, Raven? So I was just wondering, what did you have to eat last night?
Oh, dude, I ate so much. I had I had a steak with pub cooked chips,
Oh, yeah?
gravy,
Sick.
and a Caesar salad.
Bro, that sounds great. So with all that food that you had, did you have any leftovers?
Oh, we had some cold chips chucked at the dogs.
Oh, you just chucked them to dogs. All right. Well, you know what?
You've got some leftovers now because you're on the leftovers
You're
podcast.
on the fucking leftovers podcast.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
my
that
God.
segue. That
Mum, get the
segue was
camera.
so good, man. Fuck,
Oh
I'm
my
so-
god!
Yeah, so I was just
amazing.
talking about how fucking you'd be a great special guest here. Yeah, because you're a bloody legend. But Nathan isn't here.
Thank you. You're a legend
So
as
it's
well.
just me and Rhys. So yeah.
Why is it Nathan there? What's that lazy prick doing
Yeah,
now?
I think it's working actually. So it's
Having a job.
yeah. Anyway, so yeah. I was just like, well, we were just talking about you. I was like, you know what? I should call Raven. You know. So yeah.
I'm very happy you did. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah. No. So I don't know.
All right, mate.
So yeah. Do you want him to re?
Nah, just keep it in.
Yeah. Right. Okay. All right. Anyway, so you have fun, Raven. Sorry
I
if
will,
you're
thank you
busy,
very much.
and
It's okay.
hope you're on the podcast sometime next year.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah. All right. See you later,
Looking
man.
forward to it.
That was fucked.
Oh, that was great.
All right, here's a guest.
He's another guest with a phone.
Hopefully he answers.
I hope Raven got picked up. All right, on the microphone.
Person you are calling.
He's not available. See, I got
Fuck!
reliable people to call. All right.
That's it.
Who'd you try to call? Want to reveal it to us?
Huh? Once I actually fucking get it through, mate, I'll bloody...
Alrighty.
Nah, he's not going to answer. The person I was trying to ring was Drew.
The person you are calling is not available. Yeah,
Alright.
bloody, you got Drew's number. That's sick.
I found someone that's... Oh, damn!
When Drew finds out that he didn't pick up and he was
He's
going to
be
on the
so
podcast,
fucking devo.
It's going to be so
Evan!
Earthin Durfin.
Hey, mate.
Perfin Curfin. I don't have Evan's number either. That's because whenever I talk to him, it's on Instagram. Man.
Oh, here we go, guys. We're getting a call back.
Oh.
Wait. How do you hang up? Oh, it's alright. Hold on. Here we go.
Don't know how to navigate your phone.
Hello.
Hello.
How you going, mate?
Yeah, not bad. Yourself?
Yeah, alright. Do you know you're on the Leftovers podcast right now?
Oh, shit. What's up?
Nothing much, bro.
So usually you'd
gotta yell 'cause,
you'd
like-
ring someone to ask what their opinion of something
Oh,
is.
okay, hang on. Let me just get my yelling voice on.
No, I was
I'm
talking to
glad
Michael.
This was really organized.
Yeah. Well, I tried to ring you, then I tried to ring Evan. He didn't answer. Then I tried to ring Rani, and she didn't answer either. So
Shit, you get a lot done in 2 minutes. Bloody hell.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's amazing what a man can do in 2 minutes. Not a man specifically, but someone.
Pacific.
What is the topic of this podcast?
So
Buses.
I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, no, he didn't ring you up for any certain reason. We were just talking about people, and then he was like, "Oh, we should call people," and I called Raven, and he called you, and that was it.
Yeah,
don't need
special guest, not true more.
Yep. So when's your podcast coming out?
My podcast comes out when I can organize it. I haven't really got a roster of people set at the moment. I know Evan's going to be in the first podcast episode,
Oh yeah.
and maybe Caleb.
Sick. We'll be on the podcast if you want.
That'd be great. Yeah, you could have
Yeah.
like a
We're gonna have to combine the forces of the podcast one day, but it's gonna be too much power. I think we might destroy the Earth in the process.
Possibly. We might Thanos this bitch.
It'll be worth it.
I'm planning on one-upping you though, boys.
Oh yeah.
I have the secret recipe for KFC legit.
Do ya?
You're ripping off one of our
Yeah.
Where'd you
episodes.
fucking get that from?
You know me.
Okay.
All right, bro. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
That could mean a
Okay.
lot of different
I'm
things.
gonna need it because the FBI they're on my tail.
Oh yeah, of course.
Make sure you got to be the first comment for this podcast because Eggs on Toast has beaten you twice now.
Oh shit.
Up your fucking
Oh.
game, man.
Don't ask you again, alright?
Oh, we got sponsored for this podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's the sponsor? Bloody hell.
Do you know who the sponsor is?
Who?
What's the difference anyway? By Rhys Prosser.
Whoa. That's a sponsor. How much did you pay yourself?
Nothing. They did it for free.
Oh my
That's
god.
amazing. So no one wins. This
Yeah.
is great.
Pretty much. Unless
Bit of
people go and listen to
promotion.
it and then they win.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. You gotta give out the promo code. Bandcamp lets you do 200 of those every year,
Oh, sick.
For real.
but you gotta get them in bulk.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, unless you just do a store-wide discount, like here. I think I've got code Obama to get like 10% off.
Well, now everyone knows that.
Yeah, well, someone was bound to type in Obama into the discount code at some point.
Nice.
Uh,
All right, bro. Well, we'll let you go. Thanks for being on the podcast.
You are very welcome. Thanks
See you
for
later, not Drew Moore
inviting me
official.
on.
No worries. Bye. See ya. So I got it. That was cool. Yeah, what a fucking legend. I also got a message from Rani saying, "Why are you trying to video call me?" So Michael, do you want to answer
Why
her?
do you video call?
Michael, why were we trying to video call Rani?
Wait, are you recording me right now?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know, because it's literally for no reason.
For
Because
the
we're on a
podcast.
podcast and because we want we need guests on the phone, so probably should.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's now she knows. I feel like we've just rambled shit for about 20 minutes.
That's what podcasts are. I mean, it would be.
Yeah.
It's better with 3 people, obviously, but like, I don't know.
You know
It's better
Stephen
with
Price.
Nathan. That's what I'm saying.
You know Stephen Price, Michael?
I do know Stephen Price.
No, I said you know Stephen Price.
What?
You're not as good as Stephen Price.
I'm
No one's as good as Stephen Price.
Stephen Price, all right.
No one can be as good as him. He is a god.
So you do agree with Nathan? It's fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
can be honest.
All right.
But yeah.
Great.
Alrighty, just a few
Whatever.
reminders before we switch off the podcast. One, thank you to our sponsor again. What's the difference anyway? Make sure you go check it out, please. I'm
Yep.
asking nicely.
What a great
Please
sponsor.
fucking do it. Right? Also, make sure you send in like your letters to Santa. Right?
Fuck
Take the
yes.
piss, man. Honestly, like, what do you reckon, Michael? Like, people should just take the piss out
I
of it.
reckon they should just not hold back. Fucking
Swear,
Yep.
do anything, be dumb. Right?
just be dumb. As
In the
long as it's not
letter to Santa.
racist, it's fine.
Yeah. And email it to leftoverspodcast19@gmail.com or whatever it says in the description. Check that first. But please email us and we'll read every single one out. So you'll get read out. And make sure the top comment you're the new first comment next week to get read out on the Christmas episode.
Yeah, you don't want to miss out on
Hopefully
that.
Nathan's back by next week. But we'd still love to have you on next week, I reckon, on the Christmas episode.
Yeah,
Michael.
Any time you want me on,
Yep.
I'll be good.
And we might have a little bit of a break until 2020 next year.
Yep, understandable.
For a few
Being
episodes
fools.
maybe.
Yep.
Just so, because obviously everyone's
Family.
busy, it's Christmas time. And yeah, but we'll see how we go. We'll try and do our best. We've been trying to work around it. Normally film on a Wednesday, but because we were all busy, we're doing it today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super excited.
Yep.
And Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas to you, Rhys.
Yep.
Merry
And don't
Christmas,
be
everyone.
a fucking wanker to retail workers.
If there's anything that we want to say, the very last message is got to be, don't be a fucking wanker to retail workers, because that is what the industry that Rhys is in.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to say before you end?
Don't fall down any wells, or you'll end up as Batman.
Batman.
Yeah.
Gotham is fucking awesome.
Fuck yes.
Thank you, Michael, for coming on.
Thank you.
We
for
really
having me.
appreciate pulling us out of the shit.
Still, definitely by far my favorite podcast
Thank
out
you.
of all the podcasts I listen to.
Righto.
Yeah,
That's fucking sick.
I know.
I'm glad you come on.
Yeah, I'm glad
Yeah.
that I came.
Hopefully we'll have
Sounded wrong.
Nathan on next week.
Yep. Did you just say Netflix?
Yeah,
Hopefully the show
nearly
will be
did.
on Netflix.
Hopefully we have the creator of Netflix on.
Yeah. Alrighty.
But yeah.
Yeah, buddy. See you next week.
Thank you very much, everyone. And the next episode will be coming out Christmas Eve. So make
Said
sure you're
this
fucking
already,
pumped.
Rhys.
And don't forget to send in your fucking letters, man.
Mm-hmm.
There better be someone that sends one in.
I know I will.
Yeah?
You'll fucking know it's mine.
And if you go and check out our sponsor what's the difference anyway? Go onto one of the videos and comment, I come from, like this if you come from the Leftovers podcast. You know those
Or
comments?
just do whatever you want to do.
Just do whatever you
to
want.
let them know that the Leftovers podcast sent you.
Yes.
There you go.
But yeah, thank
Don't
you
leave
for...
specific instructions for how they can structure their comment on
I'm
the
sorry.
Leftovers podcast.
I'm sorry, guys.
All right? Let them be free. No,
Comment what you want.
Comment what you want. As long as it's not racist. Okay. Anyway.
Thank you very much for listening to the Leftovers podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Bloody, see you next time.
See you next time, guys. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.